Hey guys, it's Dr. Raymond. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel, and happy Friday. We all made it through another week. So I know a lot of you may have or may not have seen my last video of last Friday, where it was my last day of residency. So this week has just been spent working, of course, enjoying my new life as an attending, which actually isn't that much different than it was last week, except I don't have to go to lecture, and it's just been trying to recoup. I'm very tired. In hindsight, I probably should have taken at least a weekend, but I started working Saturday and I've had a lot to do. I'm sorry guys, I need this coffee. I've had a lot of work to do. So this week has just been trying to recoup and just reestablish myself so I can feel like a normal human being. There's so many things that you put off while you're in residency. So I was frantically trying to go to the dentist, the eye doctor. I mean, really just take care of basic things. You know, bills, this loan repayment, just everything. But this week, and I want to be completely honest, I have been having issues with just feeling discouraged. And I know for those of you that watch the Rise, Grind, and Shine series, we concluded Purpose last week, our Purpose series. And I talk about discouragement. So I have to live, you know, what I preach. So even though I experience it, you know, I cannot let it get me down. So this week I realized, which it's not that I didn't realize it before, but I'm so much more cognizant of it, that we have less than 3 months before the practice is going to open. And sometimes it's just, I feel like I'm being stretched so far that I'm gonna break. And I was telling God, like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this, but like we've talked about, that's not true. I know that He called me to it. So whatever He has called me to, whatever He has called you to, you are more than able to do it, despite the challenges that may come your way. So some of the challenges that I have faced this week and last week is just logistic issues with kind of the people around you. I have noticed, and I guess I've just settled it in my mind, come to peace with it, that as a physician, you work extremely hard, but not everyone around you does. And one of my pet peeves is incompetence. Closely related to incompetence is laziness. So I've just had an issue with some of the people that I have to work with, getting them to, you know, adjust maybe to my schedule. Not that I'm not willing to work around theirs, but okay, you work 9 to 4 every day. Could you please just stay 30 minutes to an hour late one day out of 365? But that's all that I will say about that. And then I also ran into an issue with the consulting team and the opening date. So whenever I thought about this, went through this whole process of signing the lease, I always had a date to open October 1st, and that's when my lease starts. So as we progressed, I thought, you know, I'll probably open it up October 4th, because we'll make it like a grand opening. We'll make a day out of it. We'll have a coffee bar, we'll have giveaways, and people can come and go all day from 9 to 6. And it's easiest to do that on a Friday when people get off early or they're off on Friday. So I met with the consulting team, and she tells me, oh, well, we have another physician that has the opening date at that same time. Okay, well, this was never told to me, like, what, 6, 7, 8 months ago. And she said, well, if you don't mind, we could probably split the resources, so we may not have the full team available, but somebody will be there. I'm completely fine with that. Then I get an email, oh, well, that's not going to be possible, so we'll make your day the October 8th. You know, have a great weekend. And not to complain, but I have so many issues with that. Number one, every day, my lease starts the 1st. So every day that I'm not working, Those are days that I'm losing money. And second of all, yes, I respect that another physician has that date, but his date is more important than mine. No. So as we move forward, of course, I will have announcements and invitations and all those things, but we will be opening up October 4th. So it'll be a big event. It'll be fun. You can come out, bring the whole family. But that's a non-negotiable for me. It's going to be October 4th. So that's all I'm going to say on that subject as well. So just I think the logistics thing, the fatigue, especially coming off residency and not really taking a proper break, have all probably contributed to feelings of discouragement. But with that said, things that I've just done to kind of battle that is, hanging out with positive people. Never, ever, when you have times when you're low in faith, should you hang out with toxicity in any form. I try to avoid it at all costs anyway, but especially when I'm not at my best. And then the Bible says, faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word. So I just increase my word. This week and last week, I have been listening to Bishop Tudor Bismarck. You will hear me talk about it all the time. He's one of my favorite preachers to listen to. And so I've been on his website like a mad woman, just downloading sermons, especially since I've been driving more. And listening to that. So whatever you have to do to encourage yourself, whether it's listening to sermons, spending extra time in your devotionals in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever you do it, that's fine. Just don't succumb to discouragement. I always say don't give up. It's okay to feel those things. It's normal, but it is not okay to let it interfere with your ability to perform and on your journey. Continue your journey, no matter what it feels like, no matter what it looks like. And then life as an attending it's great. Like, I expected to wake up Monday morning and feel a little different. But I mean, honestly, I was excited. I don't have to go to morning report. I don't have to be burdened by someone else's schedule. And I don't have to go to a 5-hour lecture on Thursday afternoon. So that has been good. It's nice to know, I'm making extra money, more money than I was last week. The only thing that I've really had to adjust to is doing the home visits. I've been spending majority of my time in the car, which is why I'm here right now. I have a little break. But I've been spending like 12 to 14 hours in the car. I think I have a little bit of piriformis syndrome. Like, I've had sciatic pain, which I've never had in my life. So I'm just going to have to adjust to that and stretch and stuff. But the other day, they had me in Wiley, so I was driving 300 plus miles a day, which is different for me, but it's been fun. So I am definitely enjoying life beyond residency and life as an attending. And then now that, since I work like essentially 6 days a week, they gave me a rental car. So some of you follow me on Instagram. I went to the rental car company to pick up my vehicle, and I asked for something fuel efficient. So they give me the keys. I don't know. I got there like right at 5:45 and they closed at 6. So they handed me the keys. Didn't even do a walkthrough now that I think about it. And I go outside to the car. Didn't even pull it up. So I go outside to the car. It's a pickup. And then I think he tells me, I was like, I want something fuel efficient. He's like, oh, we can help you with gas if you need to. You're about to close. What are you going to do? Give me a 50 and help me out? So the other day I went, and I have a picture. This is the picture of the pickup. And as you can see, I am not happy with this vehicle. So turns out it's still a bit of a gas guzzler, but it's not bad. It probably gets like 25 miles to the gallon, but driving 300 something plus miles a day is still not fuel efficient. So the other day I went and asked for something a little more fuel efficient for the remainder of the month. So they gave me this car, and this is the picture. This car is amazing. It gets about 40 miles to the gallon, which is so nice. It's convenient, and then it's a little easier on my wallet. They do reimburse me for gas, but it's once a week, so I'm still like, you know, paying out of pocket during the week for my gas. But regardless, I have a rental car, so I'm not putting miles on my car, and then it's super fuel efficient. It's actually better than my car, so that's a good thing. So still working this weekend, and just really trying to practice self-care for the remainder of the month and recoup. And then some of you don't know, I have been on keto for 3 months, and I am tired. I have poor exercise tolerance. Like, my legs ache while I'm trying to work out. So I am coming off keto this week as well. So with rest and more self-care for the remainder of the month and the addition of carbs, I should be back to 110% come August, rip roaring, ready to go and start this practice. So stay tuned. Next week we're gonna do a walkthrough of the building with the consultant team. And then I've also initiated the hiring process. So I am sure that I will have tons of stories, because you guys all know some of you are trifling employees. So I anticipate quite a bit of work with that. But as always, I pray that you guys be well. Once again, happy Friday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, the link to my Instagram page is in the description, as well as my website. So for more information, you can go to www.themedicalinstituteforwellness.com. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I promise, I know I have been gone this week, but we are going to start our brand new faith series bright and early on Monday, and I promise you it's going to be fire. You'll be inspired and you'll be blessed, and I will see you guys soon.